What's up everyone, Darkscream here, and this is going to be an update video, something I rarely do nowadays because I usually can't keep most of my promises and updates, but I do want to make a very special announcement regarding the update I'm about to make, as well as a few other things about my channel. If you were subscribed to Magus or Magus X1, then you might have caught that a week ago, he and I did a stream together, and we made an announcement there, but I'm going to make the same announcement on this channel just to see if more people will get it. But we've had some of our fans ask us why he and I hardly collab together nowadays or work on a podcast. Well, I got some good news. We are actually going to be doing a podcast on both of our channels, and it's called Absolute Counter. And it's going to be mostly a gaming podcast where we cover various gaming topics, and it will be a bi-weekly release, meaning it's going to be uploaded every other week. Now, if you are subscribed to Magus, or you're also subscribed to Xander Scullion as well, you will know those two do a podcast together called Blast Podcasting. Well, how it's going to work is the week that podcast will not be uploaded, Absolute Counter will be uploaded in its place. So if you're subscribed to Magus, it'll be like Blad Podcasting, then our podcast, Absolute Counter, so on and so forth. And I said before, this is going to be a gaming podcast where every episode we're going to cover a particular topic in regards to gaming. I'm not going to give away what topics we're going to cover. We got the first two episodes planned out, but I kind of want those to be a surprise. However, I might as well explain the format, how it's going to work and stuff, so you'll know what to expect. We are aiming for each episode to be around the hour length. No longer than that, or we might burn ourselves out. But the first 20 minutes is going to be free time. Where we talk about anything. It could be gaming, it could be anime, it could be manga, it could be audiobooks, it could be sandwiches, it could be whatever. Then we move on to the topic, which will be the title of our episodes. And then we might cover a news article or a news announcement or whatever that relates to one of us or one of our particular interests in gaming. So we're not going to cover every news story that comes out a week because not all of them interest us. I mean, as much of a trash fire Fallout 76 and Anthem is, that could be worth covering and even pointing and laughing at, it's just going to get real tired, real old. I'd rather just announce new things. Like, for example, did you know a new Sakura Wars game just got announced for PS4? And then if we have time, I was thinking maybe we could do a Q&A where some of our fans just ask us questions and then we try to answer them. Of course, we're not going to do a series of Q&As, maybe like 1 to 3 questions, depending on how meaty the question is. If you have any questions for the podcast, please post a comment below and we'll see if we can answer them on our first episode. And that's how the structure is going to be. So even though the first 20 minutes might be just us messing around, shooting the breeze, we will be on the subject of gaming. It is going to be strictly a gaming podcast for the most part. But then again, things are subject to change. You know, the podcast might evolve in a different direction. Who knows? And I do want to put this out eventually, not just on YouTube, but I do want to make an audio version one day, you know, to make it more convenient for our listeners. It's just that I'm not that experienced in most podcasts. This is actually going to be the first major one I'm working on. Magus is the one who's a little more experienced than I am when it comes to podcasts, so I might have to talk to him on what to do in regards to that. So yeah, Absolute Counter. I really hope this is going to be a fun thing that he and I can do. It is going to be It's also going to be probably one of the more intense ones. We may have a Cisco Ebert-esque back and forth, which is something I've been wanting to do with one of my co-hosts and stuff for a long time, and hopefully I get to fulfill that. But yeah, that's going to be our podcast, and that's going to be something I'll try to upload regularly on my channel. Now, for the rest of the stuff regarding my channel, for those who are still sticking around, in regards to my Gundam X review, I think I said in a stream that I wanted to get it out March. That ain't gonna happen. I don't even know if I'm gonna get it out in April, mostly because I'm gonna be busy with a lot of other stuff, and just the fact that Gundam X, it's 39 episodes. And I think if I'm going to review anime or try to put more anime related content on my channel, I don't think I'm going to go past the 26 episode limit on any show ever again for a long time. Because that seems to be the thing that stops me. It stops the drive for me. It's what happened when I said I was going to review Cobra way back when. That was like, 5 years ago? And Cobra was also past the 26 episode limit. Couldn't get around to finishing it. Got distracted by a whole bunch of other things. As a result, I just never got around to reviewing it, as well as a bunch of other shows I promised afterwards. But I am going to try to keep my promise, because you guys voted for it, for Gundam X. I am halfway done with the series. And I do want to get that out. And I do want to express my thoughts. But I think after that point, I might just review other smaller stuff. Something I could just get through real quick. And I want to review things that are really, really good. Something I can really talk intensely about. Or a colossal dumpster fire. Something that is just really, really fucking bad. And I don't mean bad like people say Naruto is bad. I mean something like, I don't know. Remember when I reviewed King's Game? Yeah, that was a shitty anime. I want something worse than that. And I'm probably going to Google the worst anime of 2018 to see if there's anything that fits that criteria. So yeah, because if I try to review something that's okay or run-of-the-mill, kind of like UQ Holder, the anime adaptation at least, manga's way better by the way, I just won't feel anything from it. You know, shows that are just okay to me are worse than some shows that are just offensively bad. Because at least shows that are offensively bad would get you talking about them. Shows that are just okay, you're going to forget. And that's it. But I do want to review a manga after I review Gundam X. That's another thing. I should probably get more manga reviews out there because I've been picking up manga more and more. That I can actually get through pretty easily. I'm a pretty fast reader. If I can read all of one Love Hina within a month, I can definitely get through fucking Astra Lost in Space in less than that time. Yeah, that's probably going to be the next manga I'll review. I'll review it hopefully before the anime adaptation comes out or during, whatever. But that is a manga I want to talk about as well. But that one might... But I don't know when those videos are coming out or if I'm going to keep making more vlogs. I've been wanting to try to get like traditional videos, not just streams out on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. But that might not happen anymore due to some, life choices and whatnot. But I will try to keep this channel alive because I've been noticing that more and more people are subscribing to me, even though I haven't pumped out actual content in like 2 weeks. But I am, but for people who are just newly subscribed to me, I don't want to let those guys down. Now, and finally, last thing I'm going to announce, I picked up the PlayStation 4 version of Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. I have talked about this game on my channel before. I've gushed about it several times with Magus during our JRPG talk. I even talked about the news announcement regarding Trails of Cold Steel 3, and I managed to beat the second game early January, about 2 days before the third game got announced, actually. And I love this JRPG. And the reason why I picked it up for PS4 is because I want to show it off to my audience, show why I love this game so much. and maybe hopefully convince them to give this game a try. It's part of the Legend of Heroes Trails series, which involves Trails in the Skies 1 through 3, as well as 2 games that never got localized here. But you really don't need to play Trails in the Sky to get into this game in particular. But it helps a little bit, and maybe it will convince you to pick up Trails in the Sky on Steam if you play through this game. I'm doing it as well. But I do want to stream that game Sunday evening with a guest of mine, and just shoot the breeze as well as just talk about why we love this game so damn much. And that is all I have to say about my channel. It was actually more than I thought I was going to say. I'm almost 11 minutes in. But to reiterate, got a podcast coming up with Magus, a gaming podcast. Hopefully that will be a lot of fun for you guys. Gundam X, can't make any promises, but I will get that review out. I will review me some damn manga. And I'm going to play some Trails of Cold Steel. That's all. That is all I have to for my update video. So, with that, leave a comment if you wish. And Darkscream signing out.